Hi, in this video I will replace fuel filter in my Audi A2 with the engine 1.4 16 valve 75 horsepower AUA type. So this is basically the engine that is the same also in that was the same in this year 2000, around the year 2000, in the Volkswagen Polo, Seat Ibizas, Skoda Fabias, and also I think in Golf. I have already bought the fuel filter. This is the KL84. This is according to the specs, but you do check if you will be using these instructions for some other car that the fuel filter is the same. So this process will be the same in basically all the other cars, except maybe there will be slight differences. So if you look where the location of the fuel filter is, it is located in the right rear side, behind the in front of the rear right wheel. So it is around here. So if I now just turn around, you will be able to see here. Here is this aluminium cover. Just a moment. Here, this aluminium cover, you can see, and under this aluminium cover there is the fuel filter. So if we go back, it is just in front of the right rear wheel, somewhere around here it should be. And if I go again down, you can see this aluminium cover. This is the cover for the fuel filter. Under this cover, there is the fuel filter. So now let's start. I will start with the jacking up the car, and then we will go forward. Okay, so now we are here at the bottom of the car. Here we have this protector for the fuel filter, which is from aluminium, and it is held by 3 screws, 1, 2, and 3. These screws are, we need wrench 13, and I will just unscrew it. Okay, they are not held very firmly, so it's not a problem. And yeah, this one is broken because it is rusted away. Okay, I will need to replace this one. Let me just unscrew the remaining 2, which are still okay, although also a little bit rusted. So this is the second one, the third one, and now we need to remove this aluminium fuel filter shield. So this is it, and we just take it out. Okay, and now here we can see the fuel filter. And now with the shield removed, now we have here the full access to the fuel filter. As you can see, this line goes this is from the reservoir, from the fuel tank, and this line goes back to the engine. So we will need to be careful when we will be installing the new filter that it will have on this side. The arrow which is on the filter will need to be on this side. As you can see, the fuel filter is held by plastic bracket with this screw that holds it on. And here we have both 2 lines. These lines are usually easily disconnected because they have a button, and you just press it, and you can pull it out easily. Let me find it. Okay, here is in this line, it's here. I will press it later, not now. And on this line, it is here at the back. Now the problem could be if the button would be at the top, so it's a little bit hard to access, but usually it is not a problem. If you cannot press it with your hands, you can try with this with such pliers. very carefully just and press, and then you can take it out. But you need to be really careful not to break these pins, because if you break them, you will need to replace the whole line, which for this one could be quite a big problem. But before I will do anything, I will just clean everything so that there will be as less possibility as possible, so that some dirt or something could go into the fuel line. I will just clean this everything as it is possible, so that it will be as clean as, and that means that no dirt should go into the fuel line, which is not really optimal, let's say like this. So let me just clean everything. This is it. Okay, this is not so important, but I can clean also this one. The most important thing is that we clean here around the fuel lines, so that no dirt will go in. And now this should be a little bit better. So now I will try to disconnect these lines. First I will go with this one, and I will put below one plastic bucket so that I will catch, because probably some fuel will go down. So I will press this button here, press it, and now just a little bit wiggle the fuel line front and back, but you need to be very careful so that you do not break it. Okay, it does not go. Okay, it's still hard. You can wiggle it a little bit back and forth so that it will, okay, and this is it. Fuel line is disconnected easily, nothing is broken, so this is the most important thing. I will just put it now here, and now I need to disconnect also this one. And this has the connector at the back here, so I will just press, let me just check it where it is. Okay, it's here, and again no. That's it. So it's at the back, so I'm pressing the button down. No, it's not releasing. Let me just find it again. Okay, as you can see, it's already wiggling a little bit, but I don't want to break anything. A little bit more. Yeah, this one is harder. Does not disconnect. Change a little bit the position, and I'm pressing the button in and wiggling up and down. Okay, still nothing, so a little bit more. Let me just see now. No. Little bit more. Should be released. No. Okay, so I will try, because I don't want to force it so that I don't break it. I will first Now just take out this screw that holds the plastic bracket, and maybe it will be later easier. Okay, so this is it. Now be very careful not to break this plastic bracket. And let's take, okay, it's out. Okay, the fuel is going out. It's not a problem. Okay, let it just spill out. That's it. And now I hope it will be easier to remove the fuel line, which is here. Okay, and it's removed, and the fuel is coming out. This is it. This is the, I think that this should be the factory fuel filter. Let me just KL84. So this is basically its factory. It's the same type, except that it's not Mahle written up on, but it's Seat, Skoda, as you can see, Volkswagen, Audi. So this is basically the factory fuel filter, and it's KL84. So this is the same that I will be installing it back on. Let me just go this out. Okay, this is it, and this is the first part of the job is now done. Okay, so now that the fuel filter is out, as you can see here, it is basically KL84, just that this is still genuine VAG group, Audi, Volkswagen, Seat, Skoda, and this is the Mahle, which should be okay. So now if we check, you see here this the arrow. As you can see, this one is from the fuel tank, and this one goes to the engine. So I will need to turn the fuel filter like this. This is the arrow that shows the direction where the fuel should go. So I will now just put it back here. Be careful that you don't break this bracket. And now I will just put it on, just slightly, that's it, and press a little bit the button and put it back on. Here, this one is already okay. You just press a little bit the button in, and then put it over this fixation point, and then let's repeat it also here. I'll just do it like this and press this button which is here and press it over, and this is it. Okay, so both lines are fixed. Fuel lines are now fixed to the fuel filter. Let me just verify, yes, and now I just need to fixate the fuel filter with this plastic bracket, and this is it. Let me just get the screw. That's it, and we just fix it back, and we have a fresh fuel filter installed, which should be good for quite an amount of years. Okay, this is it. Let me just wipe all this fuel away. That's it. That's it. Okay, this is it. Let me just verify it. This is fixed, and this is also fixed as it should be. The fuel lines are securely placed in their brackets, so this should be everything okay. Anyway, now I need to install the aluminium protection for the fuel filter, and this goes like here. Be careful that the handbrake tube goes here. It needs to go here, not here, because this rubber will be damaged. So I just need to put this on here, and I will just screw these two screws in, and for the one that broke I will need to find another solution. Okay, let us just do like this, and here we have this one. That's it. So I check again that the handbrake line is here, and now with 13 I just screw it back on. That's it. And this one also. That's it. I think that hand tight will be enough. Okay, this is it, and for here I will just find a new, and I will try to put it on. So this is it. The fuel filter is replaced, and now there are a few things that we need to do also. And that's it. This is it. The fuel filter has been replaced, but this is not the end of the story, because we need to it is good that you prime a little bit, a few times the ignition, turn the ignition on, so that you prime the pump. So I will do this now. Like this. Once. You can hear the fuel pump pumping. And now it stopped. And I will do this again. You hear the fuel pump, and now it stopped. And again. So why are we doing this? Because so that the fuel pump will push the fuel to the engine, and there will be no air inside. Okay. And now one more. That's it. Okay, yeah, it's low on fuel, so this is not a problem. Okay. And now when the fourth time the fuel pump stopped, I will try to turn it on, to turn the engine on. And it turned on without any problem. Perfect. So now I will just leave the engine to run 1, 2, 3 a few minutes, so that I'm sure that everything works okay. I will also check around the fuel filter if there is any fuel leak, but it should not be, because I was careful and I pushed it back, connected the fuel lines back to the fuel filter. So this should be okay. Thank you for watching. I hope that this video will be of any help, and that you have enjoyed it. And drive safe and smile when you drive, because driving is fun. Bye.